I'm in the middle of my studies right now, and I found this place really inspiring and creative. If I could be in Brisbane longer, I would definitely like to sit here, grab a coffee and write my PhD.
We are very excited to come to Brisbane and now to discover the library. It's a beautiful building, and the info zone here has many resources that are very useful for our trip.
The John Oxley is a precious resource, not just for writers like myself, but I think for all Australians who are interested in either their own personal history or their national history and cultural history. It's where you come for those real pieces, those real tangible pieces of history, letters, manuscripts and books or photographs, and of course the kind of information that's invaluable to me as a writer, the kind of information that really enriches the books I write.
Theatre companies under their houses, it was this kind of off the wall activity just going on all around the place that really gives the lie to the fact that Queensland was this cultural desert. There was a lot of very interesting stuff going on.
State Library's South Bank repositories hold approximately 28 linear kilometres of collections, which presents major challenges for the long-term preservation of this material. Our major focus is on ensuring that the collections which depict the history of the state of Queensland are preserved for the long term. The preservation strategy for our collections include the conservation of our more significant holdings, the binding and repair of our general collections, and our reformatting collections of microfilming, which is predominantly focusing on Queensland publications and their digitisation.
The State Library is honoured to house the permanent public artwork Black Opium by one of Australia's foremost artists, Fiona Foley. Black Opium encourages an exploration of multifaceted truths. It's an engaging comment on a significant period in Australia's past.
I'm a shift worker and I really enjoy coming down here once a week to look up my family history, and in particular my cricket family history. It's a really unique space where there's so much history on microfilm. It's a very relaxing atmosphere. Can work with a lot of people here. They're very friendly. I think we pieced together small fragments of my cricket history, and everyone's been telling me I should write a book about my family. That's what I might just go do.
The Asia Pacific Design Library is a unique library model. While libraries were traditionally arranged with books in a Dewey Decimal System, we have this space laid out much like a bookshop. In an age where information is available at our fingertips via the internet, books may seem to be less relevant, but design books are created as objects of appreciation. So people come in here to experience a real book and the beauty of that object. And so we often get design students who come in here to be inspired, and this is in a way is like our second home for some design students as well.
Auditorium 1 seats 264 people and Auditorium 2 seats 105. We have held endless incredible events here with the likes of Bruce Mao, Matthew Condon and the Honourable Michael Kirby. We often follow the events with drinks on the Queensland terrace, which fits up to 300 standing. My favourite part is watching people as they walk onto the terrace. Their faces just light up when they see the teacups lit up to the mirrored ceilings. Whether it's a cocktail function, formal dinner or wedding, this space is unique. I love working in these spaces. The equipment, the design and the architecture, it's all of a world-class standard.
The State Library of Queensland is a wonderful place to bring children. There's always a range of free activities, exhibitions and entertainment for kids of all ages, including the babies and toddlers. For me, the best thing about the State Library is knowing I can relax and catch up with a friend while my children have a great time, surrounded by stories, music and books. Our favourite place is the Corner, a space especially for under fives, with an ever-changing theme of books, toys and craft activities. The boys love our weekly trip to the library, and so do I.
Kurraldargan translates as the home of the water rat. It sits on the banks of Kurralpa Point, which traditionally for the local mob was a meeting place. Today we continue this tradition through a series of public events, conversations and celebrations. Kurraldargan is a place for all people to meet and to get to learn a little bit more about our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Queenslanders. From the Torres Straits to the Western Borders, our diversity is what makes us unique. And through Kurraldargan, we bring this diversity to life.
I've done a lot of research around my grandmother.
There are stories in the ground at Kurralpa Point, and there are stories in the ground in Kurraldargan. It's our responsibility to partner in such a way that we can present them to the outside world for everyone to share and learn.
I could name them off, it'd take me half an hour naming off all the families and trying to recall.
The Edge. It's really a place for young people to come together and collaborate and create. People get involved in workshops and learning programs in art, science, technology and enterprise. There really is a lot going on to inspire people. Our catalysts and residents are really open to experimenting and sharing their knowledge and expertise. Every day I come in and talk to our users. I'm so impressed by their stories of where they've come from, but just as importantly where they're going. It's a place for people from all walks of life. SLQ is a real cultural and creative landmark. All yours.